it's Lisa. I have another card from my Use It and Move It series. Some stamp sets that I'm wanting to move on out of my craft room. This stamp set is called Petal Prints from Stampin' Up! It's several years old, but it's one of these really kind of classic sets that you can do a lot of things with. I've used it quite a bit over the years, and I'm ready to go ahead and move it on out because it's taken up a fair amount of space. I want to use my favorite stamps out of this one. These three. And I'm also using a greeting from a new stamp set. Perfect Pairings was part of Celebration for this year, and so I want to use the Happy Birthday from that. And I'm going to do some stamping. I'm also going to do some jelly printing on this card using the mini jelly plates, these little ones here. You could do kind of the same technique with pattern paper instead of stamping something on there, or you could maybe stencil a design on if you didn't have the jelly plates. Now the card's going to be a little bit different size. This is a regular number 10 business envelope. Your card can be up to 9 inches, maybe a tad over that wide, and 4 inches high, but to save paper a little bit, I am using an 8.5 inch wide paper, and I cut it down to 8 inches high and then scored it. So I have an 8.5 by 4 inch. This is the Naturals ivory cardstock, which is no longer available from Stampin' Up!, but you could use any kind of, neutral cardstock for this design. And so I do want to be sure I see where that crease is so I don't go over that when I'm doing my jelly printing and stamping. I'm going to start with the stamping first, and doing some of these little sort of weeds, I guess they are, out of this stamp set. And this is some of the old olive ink. And you can actually ghost print these. They're really pretty to stamp off, I should say, not really ghost print. But I think stamping them off is very pretty. And I'm going to do some more with Kiwi Kiss, also an older color. So we're mixing some old supplies and some new ones for this card. And this particular stamp is sort of the open version of the other one. I think they all look really good together. Okay. Now, to do our jelly printing, I have a couple of colors of paint from Anita's Hyacinth and Nautical Blue. And I need to experiment with these to see how dark they are when I print them on, do the jelly printing on paper. So I've just got some, a scrap one that I did a long time ago, a jelly plate design that didn't come out all that fabulously, and I'm going to use that area. So let's see, I want to do the blue first. So let's do a little bit of blue, and I mean just a little bit blue. And for texture on my jelly plate, I am using some, this is leftover from, I think it was ice cream cones. It's the packaging. A lot of times packaging can give you really cool jelly designs. Yeah, that's pretty. Kind of like that. May do even more texture to it. We'll see. Let's see. There's our print. I didn't know if I would need to do a ghost print or do the regular print. I think what I'm going to do here is do it one way and then do it the other way. Kind of get a crosshatch look. And then we're going to do this one, let's see, over here just a little bit. Okay. That off. All right, and then let's do the purple. And I don't want the purple to get too dark. It's pretty bright there. And also for texture, I have some more packaging. This came from, I think, some chocolates. We have a lot of sweet teeth in this house. We do love our treats. Let's see how that looks. Let's see what the stamped off version looks like. Now I think I'm going to have to do the regular one, but I may not need, I don't know that I need more paint. So let's just take this I don't know if this is going to be dark enough. I kind of wanted the purple to be darker than the blue. And that's not quite how that came out. So let's see, we may have to go over the purple a second time. It's one of the things you can do with these little minis is you can kind of go over them again because you can see where you've been. So get the edges in here. Okay, that's a little more what I had in mind. Okay. Okay, let's stamp our greeting here. This is archival ink, and I'm going to try a brown. Let's see how it's going to look. If it's going to show up good. Yeah, that shows up nicely. So there's our happy birthday greeting. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to do, and I wanted to do this flower, and I meant to do that first. So let's stamp that off. And let's do this flower and some kind of a blue, kind of tone on tone sort of thing. We'll try not quite navy and see what not quite navy looks like. Oh, I like that. I think that looks good. Now, but I don't want it to really come down in my happy birthday. So I'm going to sort of cover that up. Okay. All right, there we go. And it missed just a little bit. Do that. Okay. All right, now the last thing we're going to do to our card is we're going to add a little washi tape over to this end to kind of balance the color because we have all that color on that side. So I'm just going to put a little bit of blue washi. I'm going to wrap it to the back. That's straight enough. I'm not very good at getting washi on straight. And there's our card, and I think I might want to add a little bit of distressing around the edge, sort of tie in that brown. And there's our card that's kind of a mix of new and old with an old stamp set, some newer washi tape, a little bit of jelly printing, and just something a little bit different for our card. And then we can fit it in this size envelope. I think I even have some of these envelopes in ivory. I'll have to see if I can go dig those out. So thanks for joining me today for a quick card using some product that I'm wanting to move out of my scrap room, as well as some of my new and fun things that I like to play with. Thanks a lot. Bye.